I think it takes work to unlearn and to learn something new. So it's important for a leader to realize that the environment is so complex nowadays that she needs to be agile. Gone are the days that the leaders are just happy with one style and hold the view that we are the boss and people have to take our nonsense.
Welcome to Agile Leaders Conversations. Agile Leaders Conversations is a series of dialogues where we engage industry leaders in discussions of how they see and apply agility and navigate paradoxes as they lead and pivot in the new normal. My guest today is Ms. Neo Ley Lee, Director of Synergy Financial Advisors Private Limited. Ley Lee has formal financial training and has been in the industry for more than 20 years, and she's currently leading her own team of financial advisors. Ley Lee, would you like to share a few words about what you do?
I'm happy as I'm providing an important service to people. So this subject is important to me as a leader. It needs to be agile because our world is becoming more complex day by day.
I've known Ley Lee for many years. I think I met her since I was in my early 20s when I wasn't making very sound decisions in my finances. I learned a lot from her, have a lot of respect from her, and Ley Lee is one person who has really seen me grow and evolve over the years. Then when my book was published, I asked Ley Lee, you could take a look at it and let me know your honest feedback, because I know I can always count on her for very honest and sincere feedback. I was very happy that she thought that it was applicable and relevant. So, Ley Lee, would you share with us what are your general thoughts of the book after reading it?
Your book is useful. I think it takes work to unlearn and to learn something new. So it's important for a leader to realize that the environment is so complex nowadays that she needs to be agile. Gone are the days that the leaders are just happy with one style and hold the view that we are the boss and people have to take our nonsense.
You can really see Ley Lee is a person who is very direct, which is why I like working with her. It is true, because all these viewpoints about, oh, we are the boss, you got to do whatever we say, it may be a bit more outdated. And I guess leaders leading in the multi-generational workplace really need to update it, not so much to ask to lower themselves down, but more of to lead effectively. And then what change that we need to have? We cannot just have one style. Right now, after you have read the book, was there a paradox that particularly resonated with you?
Yeah, empowering and enforcing. Yeah, because in our environment today, enforcing is definitely not the way. That's my opinion. Yeah, so empowering is the way to go. When we empower, people can learn a lot more and then their commitment level is higher.
Sure. And you have seen it in your team. When you empower them, committed,
yes.
They do their best. But just telling them, you're going to do this, you're going to do that.
Yeah, of course they won't listen. You have to tell them why you should do this. From there, just guide them along. They will learn and keep the skill for themselves, and they can actually handle a lot of things on their own.
That's great. It sounds like empowering our people, help them gain the competency, be independent. We show them the process, or we explain to them the rationale. Ultimately, it's about them making sense of it and choosing which way to follow, instead of holding a stick and forcing people down a particular path as if they have no choice. It's a lot more effective in terms of moral and other areas.
Yeah, in fact, it's more interesting for them to come back with a lot of other suggestions, a lot more initiative, and then they can come up with more innovative ways of looking at things.
Yes, the problem-solving ability increases as well. So there was a definition of leadership agility in the book, and I intentionally make it very simple, that agility is about the ability to be flexible and to adapt with that sense of authenticity and ease. How do you see leadership agility through the lens of a financial advisor?
For me, self-mastery and inner work will be an advantage. In order to be agile, you really have to have a good grasp of it. So self-awareness of how you are as a leader must be very clear, because if you're not self-aware, you wouldn't know what kind of style you are using to lead. Like I said, business environments are so complex. It's so complex right now. No one can actually stay still.
Yes, it's true. I know some people would think everybody can be self-aware, But I think we have both seen many people who claims that they are self-aware, but they're actually not. So holding a complacent attitude actually makes us less self-aware. And I like that principle that you said, if we stay still, we are actually moving backwards. Being a leader is very much about the inner being. Who are you as a person? How are you as a person? What kind of leader do you want to be?
Yes. And because of the different personality in the people that you lead, it cannot be a one size fits all.
There is also managing multiple expectations. If we are trying to get a one size fit all, we cannot please anybody. It's like focus on everything, you focus on nothing. So how do you make a choice that is best for your business and for yourself?
I will look at everybody individually as a unique being. From there, I will see what style I should use to communicate with them, to connect with them.
You are always sensing what is happening in the environment. You are sensing and reading the team that you lead, what motivates them, what's unique about them, and then you tailor your style to connect and communicate with them in a different way.
Yeah, and how I can help them grow. Because when they follow leaders, they want leaders can help them grow in the way they live, in the way they communicate with people, and the style they use to do a sales presentation.
This is very encouraging to hear. If I think back of my interactions we had, I learned and grow as a person. Even though I'm not working in your team, there is that effect that I get from interacting with you as well. Really helping people grow, seeing the potential in others, and thinking of how can I now support this person so that I can help this person grow and be more successful. It's really consistent that you walk the talk, you believe in this system, hence you treat everyone equally in that way, but your style is tailored according to what others need.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a great demonstration of leadership agility, I would say.
Thank you.
Right now in Singapore, we are moving into phase 2 of the circuit breaker, where we are resuming some of the face-to-face interactions. Businesses can now resume as well, of course, within a reasonable limit and observing safety practices. So how does the COVID-19 situation change the way you conduct your business?
I felt that this is a time for leaders to be empathetic. Of course, we want business. Everybody want more sales. However, in the current context, we need to tell them that actually it's all right. We will pull through this together and not keep on asking them, hey, where are your sales? They also want more connection with the leader. So I will talk to them individually every day. It has been a busy day for me also sometimes, where I want to talk to every one of them, let's say in a month, how many times should I connect with them? They will feel that the leaders want results, because we also receive pressure from the management, their sales. But I passed this stress to them to be more understanding towards them during this period. Actually, as a human being, I also wanted people to support me. Although sometimes I can't get, because the top management will think that you should be self-motivated, you should be taking initiative on how to improve your sales in such situation. But for me, this is the time to really go slow, really connect with them, so that they can also do likewise to their clients. They cannot go to client and ask, hey, how are you? You got any needs in financial planning? Can't, right? The client will be put off. For me, I will do it in a softer approach.
Sure. So you're talking about using the soft influence, that despite us as leaders experiencing a lot of stress, we understand the stress or the pressure probably coming from inside. It's an internal kind of pressure. So a productive way to deal with it is to not give your team additional external pressure, because they're already experiencing a lot inside. Be that person to support them, because if we were to put ourselves in their shoes, we will want to be supported so that we can be successful, right? It's not that we are not anxious, we are.
Yeah, we are.
What is the best way to help them? You then linked one important thing: the way you are engaging and connecting with your team is the same way as you engaging your customers.
Yes.
Not to let that kind of pressure about trying to get the results trickle down and affect your relationship with your customers as well.
Yes, correct. Our customer at this moment also needs a lot of support, a lot of connection, probably a lot of assurance that it's going to be okay. You really have to connect with your clients, be it for sales or not, in bad times or in good times. Actually, clients become your good friends. In fact, a lot of my clients become friends. And I think that's interesting because we are living, so it's always very fulfilling when a client come and tell you, hey, you have taught me or you have suggested to me, actually works. Then I'll feel very happy. So I will share in my team, this is how I interacted with my clients and they feedback to me. You want to try? For this situation, I felt that you have to continue the way we live, except probably because recession creeps in, probably a lot of people will have some financial difficulties. But I think that will be short term. I think going forward, we as a nation can be much stronger. Like my team, I also told them, yeah, we can emerge stronger. It's how you treat people. If you say very authentic, real, they will appreciate you as a human being.
Yes.
People will trust you. Even in times like this, sometimes my clients ask me how am I say, hey, I got zero sales for this month. You got zero sales? They say they cannot believe it. I say, yeah, because I still haven't get used to this way of doing things. So I said gradually I am picking up and people are more receptive to me explaining to them, probably we can do sales in this way. At first they say, no, I don't want to do digital sign. It's so funny. I said, maybe we can do it together. So slowly I show them and then now they are very receptive and we managed to get sales coming in.
So you share the success stories.
Yes, I lead by example. I do first, I connect with some clients and the clients, okay, I can slowly do this. Some of them even help me get referrals. Hey, I bought this during COVID-19. I think it's a good plan. Do you want to look at it? So she will get me to call them to explain over the phone. It's a good opportunity to connect with people. You never think you will want to connect with.
Lots of learning, lots of opportunities if you are open enough to keep a lookout for it. Good. I feel confident and assured. I feel assured given that the recession is coming, because even my own business is also sales driven and sometimes the numbers can be very disarming. It can be quite scary. How do you convert that fear into a motivating force to pick up new skills and stretch yourself, and sometimes just try it and you'll be surprised by what you can actually do?
Yes.
I'm sure by now many of you would be very interested to know more about working with Ley Lee. Synergy Financial Advisors Private Limited offers a comprehensive range of financial advice for both individuals and businesses. No matter which season in your life you are at as an individual or the size of your business, Ley Lee and her team are well positioned to offer their best professional advice to you that will meet your needs. I will leave Ley Lee's contact details, so feel free to reach out to her. Thank you so much for your time, Ley Lee, and for coming on this show to share your views on leadership. I wish you all the best and let's stay in touch.